Hi guys, this is Tosh, and I'm pretty excited about a new game that I've come across on Steam. It's $9.99 at the moment because it's a very early alpha release. That price will go up as time goes by. Every couple of months the guys from Nerd Kingdom, which is the people producing this game, have said they will start to increase the price once the content gets more and more. Little bit of information about it. It's a multiplayer open world sandbox, so RPG using technology and social sciences to directly involve players in the game's design. That's one of the beauties of this game. It has been built with the modding community well and truly in mind, and has been built with the modding API directly in the base code. So that's a very, very different approach to other games like Minecraft, where they've had to build Forge in order to mod anything. This game has been built with not only the players but the modding community well and truly in mind, and they're looking for feedback from people. So if you want to get involved and have some input into what the game is all about and how it's played and all of that sort of stuff, they went on to Kickstarter, and they were after, I think from a memory, about $213,000 or $220,000. They got just under $300,000 on Kickstarter before the timers all ran out. So it's been very, very well supported by the gaming community. It started off with 5 people, and they're now up to, I think, around about 30 people in the team that's actually developing it. So every cent from the alpha purchases goes directly back into working on the game and getting it to work properly and developing it up. So I think that's probably enough about it. You will see once we get into this game, you'll see why I'm so impressed with it. So let's call this one Tosh's tutorial. Whoops, if I can spell. Tutorial, maybe not. Tutorial, and let's just go with Toshbar 47 as the seed. Now, game mode, you've got your choice of survival or creative, so we're going to leave that on survival. And the generators that you've got, you can have survival, creative, proving grounds, which is a PvP sort of area, but is currently switched off in this release of 0.6.3. They had a couple of issues and decided to go ahead with the survival side of things because that's what most of us like playing, and they will work out the proving ground issues hopefully within the next release. You've then got some different biomes that you can select, but we're going to leave that on survival and let it select the biome itself, and then just new game, sorry. It loads pretty quick, and here we are in our new world. We're in a, looks like a tree. Oh good, we've got some food there. This is a cherry tree, so that gives us food straight away. Now, first things we're looking for is these little rocks over here. Now, these little ones are sort of the base rocks that you need to start with. Once you have those, E will bring up your inventory, and a right click will put whatever you right click into your hand. Then we left click on the rock, and that smashes that and gives us some other bits. So we're going to keep going around, and I don't think I can do that one. No, I can't. Find some other, take another one of those because we need a few of these. There's another one. And there we go, that's what we're looking for. That one. So, this sort of shell-like looking thing is the next piece that you're looking for. This one is just stones, and these are cobblestones, and we'll come back to those ones later on, but we're going to right click and put that in our hand to start with now, and we're actually going to attack that one because we want these, and these are vines, and we also need a big leaf. We can get from little saplings. we can get some vines, some sticks, and some bigger sticks. So we're going to collect a few of those just to get ourselves started. We'll get some more vines from these guys. Okay, and that should keep us going for a little while. I'm going to come back to this rock over here because this is actually one of your first crafting rocks. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a Y stick, we're going to put our shell-like rock, and we're going to put a vine there, and we're going to hit the key G. And G is your crafting key. And what that's done now is created an axe for us. So right click to put that axe in our hand, and now we can go after these bigger trees, which give us a lot more different things. So crunch on that with the axe on the left click, and we're going to pick up all of these things. And branches, we've got more of these and more of those. So we're going to get some more vines because we need those a lot, and two more of those, and we'll click on that one as well to give us a bit more. Alright, so you don't need a crafting rock as such. As you saw, you can put it straight on the ground. We can just go over here for the initial crafting sort of things. This time we're going to use a round rock, and again with the vine and the G key to craft it, and this gives us a hammer. So the hammer is the next important one that we want, because with a big hammer we can attack these big rocks, and that gives us some more different types of things. Oops. Full inventory noise. Okay. So I'm going to pick up some more of the... Whoa! That's an interesting little jump there. Grab some more of those. What have I got here? What we'll do is we don't need these as yet, and they'll come later. So just pop them to the side. So I want that one. Now these round rocks, or these ones, are actually flint. So we're going to use those fairly shortly in creating a little torch. So we put a torch on the ground, we put one rock, and I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4 keys to use this from the hotbar down the bottom. That's all we're going to put there, and we're going to hit G, and that's going to create us a little torch. So now we've got some light just in case darkness comes and gets us. So we'll pop that on the ground there to give us a bit of an area, and we'll pick up a couple more of these round rocks, and we'll use this one and 2 more of those round rocks, craft that, and that'll give us a big torch, which gives us obviously a lot more light over a bigger area. Okay, so we have our first 2 tools that we needed, which is our axe and our hammer. We've also got a spike here, so we're going to put that on the ground. We're going to put a vine with that, and we're going to put a Y piece with a Y twig with that, and we're going to craft that, and that's going to create us a pick, which is the next thing. So to dig any rock, cobblestone or anything under the ground, we're going to need a pick. So probably won't need that straight away, but to show you how everything comes together. The next one we're going to build is a shovel, and that's a long stick, the axe head, for the want of a better word, and a vine. Put them all together and craft them up, and that gives us a shovel. Now there is a little bit of a glitch at the moment. You can't pick the shovel up from anything but the head. So they'll obviously be working on that as time goes by and get that fixed. But there's our basics: hammer, axe, pick and shovel. Okay, now we're going to go and get some weapons going. So we'll start by taking some of this stuff. Oh, that's the one I wanted. Isn't that annoying? We'll come over back to, where's our rock one? There it is. So we'll pick these up, and that will match them with those, and we'll pop them back on the ground. because we don't need those yet. We don't really need all of those. That'll do us. So we're going to take this one. Have I got any vines left? Yes, I have. So we're going to put some stones on the ground, which is what they are. We're going to put our branch on the ground, and we're going to put a vine with that, and we're going to craft that together. And this is going to give us a spiky club. Okay, so there's our club. Put that in our hand, and we're all, vicious like by left clicking. So let's start putting some of this stuff over here where we can see it. So there's our club. There's our axe. There's our hammer. There's our pick. And there's our shovel. And as I said, there's a little bit of an issue with the shovel at the moment. So there's your first basic tools to get yourself started in the game. Some protection and some basic tools. The other one that we're going to use is this spike here. So we're going to put that on, oops, didn't right click on that. We're going to put that on the ground. We're going to put a long stick with it, and we're going to put a vine with it. We're going to craft that up. No, we're not, because it's the wrong type of spiny, spiky stick, spiky rock. So let's get our our hammer back, and let's try it on this one. Now, scrolling your mouse button will switch through. No, not what we're after. We're going to need to find a bigger rock. We're going to need a bigger rock. There we go. No, there's one. A nice big boulder. Okay, so using the hammer, smash that up, and that gives us these two bits, which are the next two things that we want. Now I'm just collecting the cobblestone because I know I'm going to need that, and it's really easy to lose yourself here. Really easy. Okay, so we'll put our hammer back in our spot there. And we'll put that in our hand. Now this one, a stick and a vine, craft that up, and this gives us our first ranged weapon, which is a spear. Now in the game are goats, and in fact there's one way over there. So we're going to head over there. We're going to put our spear in our hand. And WASD is your normal keys for moving, and the shift key for running. Now these guys are a little bit paranoid, so we're going to go C key and crouch. See if we can get a little bit closer. Keep the trees between us. Then we're going to select T, which puts us into our throwing stance. We're going to see if we can get a little bit closer again. Damn it, he's gone. They do run away. The AI tells them to run if we're too close. Okay. These are physics based, so you need to allow for a bit of a... Oh, damn. And I missed. Now, bear in mind, when you're chasing these guys, the thing that happens the most is you lose where you were. And he's gone, so we'll head back up here to where our torches and everything are. Hopefully. Oh, there's another one. Yes. Okay. So sneaking up. Crouch. I'm not going to be able to throw between those. But we'll give it a go. T, just go into the throwing stance, and damn. Oh! And a big ravine. Which I'm going to have to go up here to get out of. Okay. Get our spear back. And where'd he go? There he is. T, and throw. Oh, you bugger. T and... Damn it. It got out. Got him. Okay. So, we now have a dead goat. I have no idea where our home is, unfortunately, but I think it's back this way. So let's try and find, there's our torch there. So, okay. We made it back alright. The next thing I'm going to need is to use our... Did I not get one from there? Didn't either. So use our hammer. We're going to go back and find another big one over here. Because I'm looking for a particular bit of... There we go. That one, in fact, is what I'm after. Grab this cobblestone, because later on I'll show you how to build houses and stuff. I think we were back this way. No, there we go. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to put this, which is actually a piece of flint, on the ground, and we're just going to put a vine with it. Going to craft that up using the G key again, and we now have a knife. Now we need to find where that goat that we killed, which I'm pretty sure was over this way. Yep, there he is. We're going to use the knife on that, and we're going to get some meat. Oh dear, I'm going to throw the stones away for the minute. We're going to get some meat, and we're going to get some hide. So let's head back to our little spot. Once again, I reiterate the fact that it is really easy to get lost here, which is why placing these torches on the ground is such an important thing. The other thing I've found actually really helpful is to take the big torch. Hang on, let me just put some of these down for the minute. Take the big torch, take the cobblestone, and jump up and build ourselves a bit of a tower. Then put the torch on top of the tower, very Minecraft-esque like, and at least that gives us a point to try and find our way back to. Okay, so we have some meat, but it's raw meat. So the next thing we need to be able to do is to actually cook that. So I need one more piece of... There's my axe. I need one more piece of a particular type of wood, which is that one. And I'm going to grab... can't grab any of that, unfortunately. Okay, never mind, we'll leave that there. And we're going to go over to our flat rock. Now this is a crafting rock, as I said, so we're going to put 3 pieces of the wood on it, and we're going to put 2... Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, you're kidding me. Alright. Let's just grab some more of these round ones, because that's what I need. Grab some cobblestone to replace the stuff that we just used up. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, and there's our house. Or our house. Ha! Jolly joke. Our plot of land, for the want of a better one. Alright, there's our flat rock gone. There it is. So, we've got those, and we've got 2 of these rocks. And we're going to craft those up, and that's going to give us a little campfire. Oh, except I moved. Can't move while you're crafting. You need to stay relatively still. Okay, so there's our campfire. We're going to put our 2 bits of meat down here, and then we're going to use the G key to craft those as well. and that's going to give us some lovely steak. Now, there we go. The campfires only last a few minutes, so you need to only build them when you're ready to cook. There's no point in building it because you'll see very shortly that'll go out. The 3 bars down the bottom on top of the hot bar, the red one is my health, the yellow one is my stamina, and the blue one is my food. So you can see there that I actually am needing of some food. I'm not going to eat this just yet because I want to show you how much the actual steak does, and I know that it'll fill it up more than that. So we'll leave that just for a second. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put 1, 2, 3 leaves there. We're going to put some, what do you call it? Oh, I haven't got them. Oh, I have to go and get some more of those. We need some more of those bits of good wood, and we need some of those. Great then. No, can't. I'll just bring these back for the sec. What I'm trying to do is build up a little bit of a pile of stuff that we're going to need. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that down on the ground where I can see it. Some round ones, and that's about it. I'll keep hold of that for the minute, and that for the minute. Okay, what I can do though is we don't need that. This is quite a big piece of goat hide, and you can see there the fire's gone out. So that's what I was saying about it only lasting a few minutes, but it's okay as long as you're ready to cook and have your steaks and everything already ready, then that's fine. You can get it done straight away. Now I need 2 of those sticks, and I need 2 of, pop them there for the minute so we don't have to carry them around, and I need to go and cut down, actually our food is probably sufficient for me to eat one of my bits of steak, and you can see there it almost filled me up from almost empty, so it's a good feed. That's my thing I can't cut down, and that's my dog saying hello. Okay, cut that. I need that one. I'll take that one and those as well. I need that. I need that, and keep picking up those. Can I get any more of those? Yes I can. Can I get any more of those? Yes I can. Okay. Right, and back to our building area. So I'm just going to put these down so they're out of the way. So we've already got what we need over there. 1, 2, I thought I had a third one. God damn it. Okay, cut down a different tree, and that's the one that I need there. Gotcha. Alright, actually I think I did only need 2 of those. Never mind. Okay, so 3 big leaves, 2 chunks of the split wood, 2 of the normal sticks, and craft that up, and it gives us our first bit of luxury. So we have a bed. I can pick that up and place that where I want it, so we'll put that over here I think. Now the beauty of the bed is a right click on it will let me sleep through the day or night depending on what it is, but more importantly it resets our spawn. So probably not as important here because we haven't gone too far away from our spawn, but you can imagine if I had spawned in a desert or something and wanted to get to a better biome, then resetting your spawn is obviously fairly important. So let's put a few of those back to where we don't need them. We'll pick up those. By picking those up and right-clicking on them, we stack them a bit better. Okay. So that's pretty much ourselves set up for the first night. We have weapons, we have tools, we have our feeding stuff, we have our ability to hunt, and we have our ability to dig. So I think we'll call it quits for today. This is going to be, I think, an excellent game. So I stress, for those of you that are sort of, around my age or a bit past school type stuff, the $9.99 that you spend on Steam to get the early alpha one, really, really worthwhile. The game itself is superb from a graphics point of view. It's working really well from a physics point of view. It's working really well from a playability point of view. And I think it's worthwhile taking the punt, spending $10, getting in on the ground floor, and having the ability to actually, use the Steam forums and talk to the devs and say, hey, listen, what about this? Because they are really interested in hearing from people what they want the game to be able to do. They obviously have their own ideas about what the game should be, and I'm pretty excited about those because of the caliber of the people that are building this. They're ex-modders and things from Minecraft in some areas, so they know the community itself, and they know the sorts of things that that people are after. So if you can, spend the bucks, get in early, get yourself a copy of TUG, and maybe even come up with a name for it. They may end up choosing the name that you suggest. You could be famous forever. Okay, guys, I'll see you next time. I'll have another version. Another update. Not an update. I've got to wait for them to do the updates. But each update, I will do a new video to show you what's been changed, etc. I'm in contact with the devs, and they're sending information through to me about what the new changes are and that sort of stuff. So I just can't talk enough about this game. I really, really think it's going to be fantastic. I'm just blown away by the graphics. I promised I wasn't going to use that word because there's another YouTuber who's been blown away already. But the graphics are fantastic. The development of it is really slick. The underground stuff I'll take you through next time, and also we'll start to actually build ourselves a bit of a hidey-ho, and a bit of a house and that sort of stuff. Okay, so see you next time, folks. Bye.